Today I'm going to be testing a Real Littles micro craft kit. It has a little tassel. Not only are you going to get to see my very first impression of this kit with the unboxing and the testing of the little project inside, I'm also going to be customizing it with some fun creative twists of my own. And by the way, if you didn't know, which you should because of the title, this is a collaboration with NerdECrafter. Jackie and I go way back to the OG times of the arts and crafts community here on YouTube. So she's probably one of my most longtime friends here in the creator community. I have had the honor of testing her very first craft kit and meeting her at VidCon. Now we're just doing this long distance collab, which I'm really excited about because it has been a while since I've done any sort of like collaborative piece with an artist, and this is going to be a lot of fun for me to try something new. I would be very surprised if you were completely unfamiliar with NerdECrafter, but I will link Jackie's channel in the description box below and the iCard up in the corner if you want to check her out, and you should. And you can see how very different our little projects turn out. Now without further ado, let's get into the kit. The kit that I am doing is the DIY Unicorn Terrarium. This one is my absolute favorite out of the 6 different kits that Real Littles creates so far. Wait, what was that a sentence? Words. Real Littles has 6 different kits in this line. Hopefully they make another series at some point. So before I open this, meet Kurt the cat. When I was in the aisle of fidgets and minis, I could not resist the urge to adopt a Nido cat. It is so satisfying. Aside from the fart. But I also picked up a second kit in the Real Littles line. This is the DIY Glitter Globes kit. So I thought it would be fun to have you decide which craft kit I test next here on my channel. Either this Real Littles globe or these other choices. I also bought a crazy crackle clay kit, as well as this giant stress ball, the Giggle Zone stress ball. A 4.5-inch ball. It's a little lopsided. Whoa. Oh no. Vote on the craft kit you want to see me try next in the comment section below, pretty please. Oh, it seriously smells like spray paint. Ew. Kurt, you have a new sitting spot. Put these guys aside for now. Now it's time to open the DIY Unicorn Terrarium because that's why we're here mainly. I have my little portable scissors from Temu. There's some tape on the side. Oh my gosh, that was a bad idea. I could have sliced my skin. What in the world just happened? The scissors pushed back in. Seriously? I assume there's tape on the other side. Yeah. I mean, that would not make sense if it was only on one. Ooh, that one peeled off nice. Now for the big reveal. Oh, that's cute. What? How is the unicorn so small? Micro is an accurate statement. Here are the... Oh my gosh, if I don't break it before I make it. Here are the 2 pieces of the terrarium. Reminds me of a Pokeball. Gotta catch them. Oh, I am ridiculously clumsy today. Why? I didn't realize that the little box has sections to divide. So they put this little divider in. And what is this? A nail file? Oh, I don't know what this is. I'll have to read about what is actually included. This looks like water and then some sort of earthy substance along with a, oh shoot, what are these called? Isn't it like a rock climbing clip? Wait a minute, do they glow in the dark? They must. We'll test that later. Gotta love picture instructions. This makes it easy, hopefully. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is by the company Moose Toys. This little clip is supposed to be for this. But why? Are you gonna carry this on a keychain? I don't know. I guess for Christmas I'm gonna be hanging Real Littles on my tree. This little bag contains a tiny bush, an adorable unicorn, and 2 clusters of gems. Here we have 3 trees and a lot of fallout. This one has a moon-shaped grass platform. It's just land, okay? Then we have some purple earthy moon rocks, some water with this nice wavy ripple texture. This little cardboard tool, I guess you spread the rocks around with. And then of course these two plastic halves of the terrarium. So this will set the scene and we'll be able to build it all in here. And then this is to tie in this little loop here. That's everything. All right, I've opened all the packaging except for these little moon rocks over here. The trees did make a little bit of a mess. No big deal, I guess. I have my hair back so it doesn't like sweep anything off because these things are very easy to lose. It looks like it's going to be rather simple to put together. Let me just try it and see how quickly. So the water just goes bam, right in there, and it snaps in place really easily. And then you're supposed to put the rocks in. I'll wait until I get a close-up for that. And then on top of that, we're gonna put the grass and all the rest of the little guys. But as I mentioned, we're not just going to put the terrarium together. I'm going to add some extra elements and some pizzazz, I hope. That's my plan, is to just spice it up a little bit and give you all some different ideas. That way you can hopefully extend the crafting time of this kit because it is fairly simple. It reminds me of a little Mario video game world, which I really want to see the Mario movie and I haven't yet. Let me know if you have seen it. Time to put this together. That way at the end I can show you a before and after of how it looks without any customizations versus all the little things that I'm going to do. Plop the water in. Actually, it's more of a snap. After the water is nice and snug, it's time for these little jelly beans. You don't want to get them in this little middle groove here, just the big half circle. They're very staticky. Oh my gosh, they're all in the middle. That was terrible. Look at this. We gotta get our little handy dandy cardboard poker. It works well. Kind of. I feel like my fingernails might be more helpful. Yes, there's still a couple in there. Let's go ahead and flick them out. Ooh. That is looking good. There's still a few more in the bag though. Maybe even them out a little bit. Let's go. Get out of there. Get out of there. I keep getting them back in. Now it's time for the fuzzy moon grass and just put it right in like so. And there is a little spot maybe I'll cut off of the grass that's coming over the edge here. A tiny imperfection. Then all these little guys, I just get to put wherever I want. Let's put the unicorn front and center. Oh, that was a loud pop. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. Now let's go for the giant tree. Oh my gosh. Oops. Be sure to really hold it in place while you're doing it. It's a little bit slippery. And make sure that the tree is not going over the edge. Think of it as a Mario force field. You don't want it to get in line with this at all. Got that. We'll put this little one next to it. And then this one over here on its own. Oh, keeps slipping away. There we go. I'll probably do some tweaking because it looks like the unicorn is about to headbutt this thing with its horn. Just put the bush over here. If I can. Come on. This is hard to... There we go. And then we have the crystal clusters. I think one should be over here by this tree. I know you can't see it right now, but I need to really get a grip. So that's where I put that one, and we're gonna put this one over here. Bam. There we go. Wow, that's so cute. And of course, we can contain everything with this cover. Wait, why is it not? There we go. Oh my gosh. Just make sure you don't put it on backwards like I did. There we go. There. If I were to just flip the instruction sheet over, it says on step number 8 to make sure that it lines up to be a little diamond symbol. So that was completely my fault for not paying attention. And then there's this little thing. So if you wanna turn it into a little ornament, you just go ahead and put the loop through like that. Oh, I did it the wrong way though, because I don't want the knot on the top. Put the good side through, and then put the good loop through the knot side. There we go. Why was that so difficult? Perfect. And then you can hang it. I'm going to sleep on my design ideas here and see which craft supplies I want to pull from my collection, and then I will be back to customize everything. By the way, when I dropped this, it didn't crack. Yay. Okay, let's go ahead and see what kind of supplies I want to try to use. And yes, I am wearing a Halloween hoodie. It's really cold and gloomy outside. Also, I don't know if anyone noticed in my backgrounds, I haven't turned the handles around on my furniture yet because I wanted to get new handles and then I never did. In here I have some leather paint. These should work well for the plastic, I'm hoping. And then this, oh, heavy, heavy, heavy. There's a bunch of different mica powders in here, so maybe I'll add some sparkle to the water. There's one of my reverse coloring pages. What else, what else, what else? Here's all my gel nail polish and some UV lights. So graceful. I'm gonna grab some stuff from down here. This drawer has a ton of different cabochons, stuff for Deco Den, and that includes these mini pearls, half pearls. These are so small, I didn't really think I'd have a use for them, but they might be too big, we'll see. Anything else? These ducks would be monstrous in the terrarium. Mushrooms? That might be good. How about some acrylic paint for the trees? I also grabbed a few more things here on top, but I don't know if I'm going to use them, so don't want to get your hopes up. Oh my gosh, I just dropped everything. Don't want to get your hopes up, but I did get some clay just in case I want to sculpt anything little. It might be too much. They're so small, keep in mind, so I don't know if that's something I'm going to attempt. This case has a ton of sharp metal pointy tools. I bought this army painter set from Jazza's Micro Minis. I think that was the box that it was in. There are a lot of earthy miniature pieces in here. Some instructions because I will probably need those, and then some E6000 super glue if it focuses. Hello. Being annoying. There we go. These mushrooms look massive next to everything. Now it is time for the makeover portion of this project, and we are gonna give it a little customization transformation. The actual ball of the terrarium, the plastic of it, is not quite as see-through as I would have hoped. It's a little bit cloudy. It's probably the biggest issue that I have with this. You can definitely see in it, but it's not crystal clear. Off you come. Come on, it's just so hard to take back off. Oh, no, it's not really. Okay, as you can see, I took everything apart. I'm gonna cut off this really annoying little piece here in the front of the moon or the grass. Maybe. These scissors are not cutting it. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is paint the grass with some acrylic. I want it to look like a cloud. I don't know if I'm gonna make it fluffy, but hopefully just the white in itself will make it look kind of fantasy cloud-like. The grass is sucking in a lot of the paint, so I'm definitely going to need a couple layers at least. And while I set it aside to dry, I'm now going to work on the shimmery part of the water. And for this, I am using some gel nail polish. I'm using the top coat, and this is by the brand Beetles that I got from Amazon. And I'm also going to be using some of this. It is lavender. It's a really pretty color by Baltic Day. Oh no, I poured out too much, but I'm not gonna let it go to waste. I'm gonna dump that back in after I mix the polish. So hopefully I can keep the rest of this powder away from the nail polish so it doesn't go to waste. And I also don't want it to be too saturated. I just want a nice thin layer of this so it can be a subtle shimmer. Then I am painting that on top of the water and around the edges so you can see the shimmer a little bit from the front of the terrarium as well. You can see I've been using the UV light to cure it, and I put that in there a few times, so I think altogether probably close to 5 minutes, just to make sure everything was completely cured and hardened. I flipped it around a little bit so all of the sides got equal light curing. Here I'm painting the trees with pastel pink acrylic paint. All I can think of right now is the Queen of Hearts painting the roses red, or actually the cards are doing it for her. But I feel this color choice is going to give the scene a kind of fantasy Candyland type vibe. That's what I'm going for. Next up is something a little bit more challenging. I'm bringing in the black leather paint for this by Angelus, and the tiniest paintbrush. I actually cut some of the hairs because they were not cooperating, so this is how I'm going to do the little eye, which I already did very, very quick, but I had to really focus on that black dot. I did one on the other side as well as the white highlights after that dried, but now I'm going in with this Tulip Soft Glitter Paint. It's the diamond color, and technically it's a fabric paint, that doesn't matter. I am putting this all around. I think I might have done 2 coats, I can't remember, but it gave it a little bit of shimmer. I really like how it turned out. Off camera, I painted the other tree and the bush is a fuchsia color, so a little bit darker. And as you can see, I put a tiny bit of UV nail polish to act as glue, and then I'm kind of clumsily putting these pearls onto that little glob of nail polish. It was more difficult than I thought. Working tiny and mini like this, oh my gosh, it is so challenging. Especially when working on camera, I look more shaky than I actually am because I don't rest my elbow or my hand so it doesn't get in the way of the frame. So you can see how it's turning out already, but it's not finished yet. Here I am painting the little unicorn's tail and mane rainbow. And this, I look like I'm so fumbly here, but I tell you, I just didn't have my hand rested on the surface I was trying to hover it in midair. I redeemed myself a little bit with the blue, I think. I promised I would show you how this glows in the dark, so let's go to that footage now. I almost forgot it glows in the dark, so let's go in the closet and test it out. Ooh. Whoa, that's a pretty good glow. I didn't feel like making anything out of clay, so the little mushroom really ties this together, and I put one in the back eventually, and we have ducks in the foreground, which are huge. They're like the size of the trees. Please check out Jackie's video. She did her own version of a customization of this Real Littles kit, and also check out my other videos, which I will link everything in the description box below and the iCard up in the corner. Forgot to film an outro. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome if you are new here, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Have a great day. Bye! Take 2.